Happy Saturday. Happy Trump rally in Ohio Day. Look at this. I'm out here and I figured out the name of the town. It's, let me see if I can pronounce it. I better get this right before I go on air today. It's Elyria. Yes, Elyria, Ohio, which is just like outside of Cleveland, like maybe a suburb or something. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. I might be talking to myself right now because it's early in the morning. It's 8 a.m. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm out here in, what did I say? I already forgot. It's early, guys. I got to have my coffee. Elyria. It's spelled funny. I think that's probably why I get it mixed up in my head. Elyria. Anyway, I'm in Elyria, and as you can see, Amazon cleaned house because all of this is just vacant. It's just dormant real estate. Giant shopping mall. I'm just walking through, just getting some fresh air and get the endorphins flowing so I can be good on air. It's gonna be a long day. We got to be to the fairgrounds by like, I don't know, 11 or something like that. But yes, I'll be live on air with none other than RSBN. Make sure you're tuned in. If you can't make it out here today, make sure you tune in. Also, I see we got about 55 people watching. I need 55 thumbs up if you support this channel. If you want to see this channel grow, give it a thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And God bless all the super chatters out there. God bless all of the people who have become members of my channel. Thank you. I thank every one of you for tuning in. There we go. Now we got the likes up. We got 59 watching, 52 likes. That's good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. But anyway, yeah, we got this rally today. Trump is holding his first rally since leaving office. And it's going to be exciting. I can already tell you it's going to be explosive. I cannot wait to see what the energy is like. I can't wait to see what he's going to say. Like, you know, I'm so used to his rallies when he was campaigning, right? And I knew what to expect. Like, I could almost set my watch to like what he was going to say, what the vibe was going to be like. But now that we got old Whispering Joe in there, I'm curious what route Trump is going to take. Like, there's so much material there to just rake this man over the coals. Like, it's going to be fun. I hope it's entertaining. I hope he cracks jokes. You know, I hope he shows. I hope they have a jumbotron in there and he just shows everything that was going smoothly under him and that is now chaotic and reckless under Biden. I hope he exposes all of that. But mainly my thing is I want to be entertained. I want him to be in a good mood. I want him to be upbeat and jovial like he always is. Because the last time I saw him speak live, he was just, you know, he was dealing with the election stuff and was pretty stressed about that. But now he's been out of office for, unfortunately, right? He's been out of office for, what, going on 6 months, it feels like? Yeah, he left in January. It's now almost July. So he's been in that Florida sunshine. He's back at Mar-a-Lago. You know, he's not taking daily whippings from the press. So he's probably going to be in a heavier, not heavier, but lighter mood. But man, I just want to be entertained. Again, if you just tuned in, give it a thumbs up. We got 85 watching. I need 85 likes. Like this stream right now. Please do it. And if you're just tuning in, I'm just waking up my brain and my body, going for a little walk out here in Elyria, which is where we're staying. But I don't know, the rally itself is going to be held at the I don't know, fairgrounds, the state fairgrounds or wherever they do their Ohio State Fair. So I just want to come out and get some fresh air, do a quick little live stream to wake my brain up, see who's awake. I'm really surprised how many people are awake this morning. Look at this though. You got some just abandoned buildings out here in Ohio. The Rust Belt. Sad. It's really sad because you could tell that this area was thriving at one point in time. But you know what I get? I get strong Midwest vibes from this area. I mean, obviously being in the Midwest, but I've been to different parts of the Midwest and sometimes it feels like, you know, it feels like you're more on the East Coast. It feels like you're more in the South if you go to different areas, you know. But anyway, good vibes all around. The people I met so far, they got a thick accent. At least our Uber driver did yesterday. He had a thick, like, Midwestern accent. But anyways, man, I'm looking forward to this today. This is long overdue, man. He should have started these rallies like March. So, but nonetheless, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. Usually when I come this far north, I'm freezing. I'd be freezing my ass off normally. But hey, it feels damn near like Florida out here. It's humid. Not as humid, but I won't need a jacket. So that's good. That's good. Last time I was in Ohio, my fingers almost froze off. It was cold. But yeah, guys, crazy stuff. How do we get here? How did we get here? How do we have this man, this guy? He's not with us. Biden's not with us. He's not among us. He's not. And he manages to get worse every single day. Today he will be significantly worse than he was yesterday and the day before, when he's whispering. What is that? And I love how the media just stood there like, this is fine. The whole left is just like, at least he's not an orange man with mean tweets, so I'll take the creepy whispering. I got Pennywise vibes from that. I'm just gonna say that was very, very uncomfortable. The dude is weird, man. He's weird. He's destroying the country, and he has just got us looking like an embarrassment on the world stage. Just a complete and utter laughing stock. It's sad. And man, there's so many topics I want to cover, but I get a little bit, I'm a little gun shy now with YouTube. Whatever, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The Make-A-Wish Foundation, guys, just shifting gears completely away from Mr. Potato Biden. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I shared it this morning. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is only granting wishes to kids who have been fully vaccinated. Yeah, you heard that right. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is only granting wishes to sick kids that are on their deathbed if they get the jab. I mean, that represents the lowest of the low. The lowest of the low. So you can't send a cancer kid to Disneyland with his family as his dying wish because he didn't get the COVID jab. And you can watch the video for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Watch the video. Go to Make-A-Wish Foundation. I guess this video came out like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm just now hearing about it, but unbelievable. That represents a new, just wicked, evil low. We're not gonna send that little cancer patient Timmy to Disney World with his family because they didn't want to get the experimental. Let me stop. Quit while you're ahead, Mike. That's what I gotta do. Anyway, let me look both ways before I cross this street. That's not very smart. It's kind of deserted out here, guys. I've been to Ohio before, but not this far north. Look at this. Look at this infrastructure. Look at the infrastructure spending. Look at this. Little stuff like this. Don't you just love government? Look at this street. Look at this. Taxation is theft, y'all. Taxation is theft. I wish I had my selfie stick. I was this close to packing it, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna need it. There's no way I'm gonna go live. And lo and behold, this is usually how it happens. Anyways, this won't be too much longer. I'm just on a quick little walk. I gotta go back to the hotel, get showered up, get ready for the day. If you're in Ohio, come on out to the state fairgrounds. Rally starts at 7. I think doors open at like 3 or 4. Well, for the press, we get in at like 1:30. But Right Side's going to be live starting at, I think we're going to be live starting at 12. We're going to be live starting at 12 o'clock. Let me cross the street here back. I thought about going to McDonald's, but then I realized I don't want to do that to my stomach today. That wouldn't make any kind of sense, now would it? No, it wouldn't. So yeah, Make-A-Wish Foundation, man. Just really sick stuff. Really sick stuff, man. But I'll be covering a lot of that on air. I got a lot of topics I want to discuss, but I'll save it for on air. I just want to make sure you guys are tuned in to RSBN, whether you are on the Roku app, Android. There's an app for that. There's one on the Apple Store, whatever they call it, iOS. And of course, you can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, Cloud Hub, and Rumble, all the alternative social media platforms. And honestly, if not for YouTube and Facebook, we'd probably just say whatever we want on air. But I think because we are still on those platforms, there's certain topics we just, rather than self-censor, we just maybe don't cover. But nonetheless, you're going to hear Trump's speech in its entirety, regardless of what YouTube says, regardless of what they do. You will see it live on our network. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what other news outlets show up. Will Fox News be there? Will ABC News be there? Who usually covers it? CNN, even though they just they just try to take sound bites out of context. But I guarantee you, CNN will at least cover it. All these mainstream media outlets will cover it because their ratings are dependent upon it. I guess we'll just see what he has to say, though. I don't know. I really don't know. I know he's going to hammer Biden. He's got to talk about Kamala Harris going to El Paso, Texas, to do a photo op. El Paso is one of the safest cities in the country, but yet that's where she wants to go to visit the border. She goes to a liberal place that already has a wall. Funny how that works, right? There's a crisis at the southern border. Walls don't work, but she's going to go to the one area of the southern border that is highly secure, that has a wall, as her little grandiose gesture. You can't make this stuff up, man. Frauds. She's a fraud. And just a word to the wise, never trust somebody that smiles with their mouth open like Kamala. She is such a phony. Going to El Paso. Ridiculous. Anyways, my hotel's way over there, so I guess I'll talk for a little bit longer before I head back in there. And I hope the wind isn't cutting this out. Every time I want to go live, man, it gets windy. Never fails. Try to shield myself. But look at this. Let me turn this camera around. Look at this. I get it. This is an abandoned shopping mall, right? Empty parking lot. So I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for these potholes and whatever. But these were probably here long before this mall went out of business. I think this is what's happening to our country. If you look around, Ohio's is blue-collar Rust Belt area. And so this isn't uncommon to see in Ohio, in Michigan, in Pennsylvania, the Rust Belt. This is what happens to our country when we vote in devils. When you vote for people who want to grow government and ship your jobs overseas and let retailers like Amazon just gobble up the market share and put their thumb on the scale. This is what happens. Jobs go overseas. And then you have vacant, dormant buildings like this. Look at this giant, massive parking lot. Look at this parking lot. Empty. This is so true. All over the country you have this, but it's especially bad in the Midwest. You know, Joe said he's going to build back better. This might be a good place to start, Joe. Midway Mall. This might be a good place to start, Joe. If you want to build back better, start right here. Look, it's so vacant. Look it. I wonder what's happening here last night. Donuts. I'm just saying, there's a lot of work that can be done to improve our country. Instead of worrying about trans athletes, trans in the military, and, you know, woke policies, canceling math because it's racist. Instead of being so condescending and evil, maybe they could, you know, put the economic issues ahead of the social issues. Just my thought. Let me read some comments and I'll end this thing. Yeah, Ohio's pretty rough, somebody said. Build back better for who? Tyrants? See, the whole notion of build back better implies that something's either destroyed or you're gonna destroy it. Now, no doubt, you could probably bulldoze this mall right here and build back better, for sure. But just leaving it here, that ain't no good. Who's that gonna help? Who's that benefit? Mall isn't government property. You're right. It's not government property. But still, everything that the government touches gets ruined. Everything. There's policies that are in place that put people out of work. First of all, if this mall was actually open, if this mall was open, would people be even coming to work? When Joe is saying, we paid $1.9 trillion. You gotta pay more. See what I mean? Would people even go to work when they could just get a check from the government? Big Daddy government's gonna take care of you. Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. And you're right, government doesn't do it, but this is still on public land, a private business on public land, especially if it's out of business. And I don't know all of the details of how malls are, but I know that somebody owns the mall and then there's stores that rent out space in there. This is public land right here that could be used differently. Just saying. Much respect. Somebody said much respect from UK. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Why is Trump pushing people to get the jab? I don't know, man. I'm obviously not a fan of it. And I mean, he can push all he wants. It's not going to move the needle towards my arm. Damn, it's so windy. I hope it's not chopping up my voice at all, but if it is, I can't do anything about it. Weather is racist. Trying to silence my black voice. Anyway, it's a choice. So if he's pressuring people to do it, I mean, I'm against that. And I know at some point today he is going to brag about Operation Warp Speed, and we'll see how many people clap. You're going to see how many people clap. I don't know. I assume some people are not going to, but there are people who are just going to clap anyway. You know, I personally won't be clapping. I don't think that, here's the thing. When you expand government, right? When you bring in a new precedent, then when the opposite party gets in, they can then use that against you. Prime example, Operation Warp Speed, you could say that's a weapon now being pointed directly at us. Look at Space Force. Space Force is woke now. They're pretty much purging dissidents from the military. You know what I mean? Like, you can ban the footprint all you want, but as soon as like I said, the other party gets in there, now you've given them a weapon. Somebody said, I assume you didn't vote for Biden, so according to Joe, you ain't black. Yeah, that's true. I ain't black. Which explains why I was able to fire up this live stream. I was able to get online today. I gotta tell you guys, the internet it was really hard for me to use. I didn't know how to use the internet. I did not know how to get an ID at all. But then I voted for Trump, and then I was no longer black, and then it was easy to do all these things. See what I mean? This man is a raging bigot. He gets away with it too. He could come on TV today and say the N-word on TV today. If Joe Biden did a press conference today and whispered the N-word, the media would give him a pass. They'd be like, did he fart? What did he say? I didn't hear anything. That's what would happen. But the man is a bigot. He doesn't think I know how to get online, to get in line, to get the jab. He thinks if he just sets up a vaccine station at a barber shop, then I'll go ahead and get jabbed. If he just appeals to me any way he can, because that's what black people are, just really malleable, easy to manipulate. Some are, that's for sure, but not me. But yeah, some people of all races are that way, easy to manipulate, gullible. But I mean, this man talking about black people are used to being experimented on. And so that's why they have so much hesitancy, because of the Tuskegee Airmen. That's right, he said that. The Tuskegee Airmen, not the Tuskegee experiment, the Tuskegee Airmen. And what was it, just last week? Just last week, he's talking about Juneteenth. Like, yeah, this is the anniversary of remember, guys, your potato head occupant of the White House. Remember, guys, he doesn't even control. Does he even control his own bowels? I don't know. It's disgusting to think about, but when you put it in context, he's probably not able to control the country, given that. Anyway, I've said enough. It's about 8:20 Eastern. I'm surprised how many people are watching this early. Y'all are some early birds. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the super chatter. Remember, give this a thumbs up. Help me reach other people. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Tune in to Right Side Broadcasting today, approximately noon Eastern, somewhere around that time. I think we're scheduled for noon Eastern, but if we have any hiccups, it might be a little bit later than that. It's going to be a great day here in Central Ohio. We'll catch you later for the Trump rally. Peace.